Hi, Earth Signs. This is Shannon Hensley with Apex Tarot, a Pure Spirit, and thanks for joining for your next 72-hour readings here for your elements, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I am doing readings, and I need to be hired, so hire me for a reading. Everything can be found down below in the description box. I'm doing a different type of readings for this 72-hour element spread that I think it's called the anchor spread. I did it on this morning's reading, and I've been doing it for the other elements. So anyway, if your sun, moon, rising, and Venus in an earth sign, this is your reading. Actually, I guess I could be talking to the cross watcher. Please go watch your other placements as well, and they can be found down below in the description box. So let's just go ahead and just get started with all that said. All right, and I hope that you all are doing fantastic and all that jive. You guys showed up. I just did the air reading, and there was a lot of earth in that reading there. So obviously everybody has thoughts and words, but if you do have air in your chart, or you're dealing with air, or you're just being really airy itself, that you might be able to get something out of that reading as well. Thank you, Sweet Divine, for the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, for the next 72 hours from October the 24th through the 27th. What do they need to know and understand? I bind and block right now all negative forces, and I command for the truth to come to the surface, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. All right. Thank you, Sweet Divine. What do they need to know? What's the message for the earth signs? Earth from October the 24th through the 27th. All right, so we've got the overall energy. We've got the 7 of air, which is 7 swords. So this is the lying, cheating, stealing, deception, guilt, unfair, slander, babbling, or just not conforming to something, or hiding something, or trickery. I don't like that. This air energy. So, if this is not you, you could be dealing, like I said, y'all came up in the air reading as well. They had a lot of thinking stuff going on in their energy. And anyway, so we've got the 7 of swords showing up here. We've got a lot of gossip going on here. If there's been babbling and slandering in a situation, we got, birds and, birds chit chatter and stuff like that, right? They have higher knowledge of something for some of them, so if somebody's just feeling guilty about something from the past. 7 represents a seeker of truth. Okay, so somebody's trying, obviously, if there's been lying or something that's happened, or decision making is also what a 7 represents, where, lies or deception, or, just thinking about something you can't get out of your head, or, you're just not going to conform to something, or somebody did or didn't, and maybe it appeared to look like a deception as well. Something was unfair for some of you. And like I said, the birds can represent chit chatters, but I like that there are, even though there's goose, I think those are goose down there, there's also, the dove, which is purity. And if somebody is just feeling guilty, but they're, now wanting to take the mask off, then beautiful. Hopefully that's happening. And this is just something that you need to bypass. If you've got your intuition intact, and you're seeking for some kind of truth, this person's got a mask on as well. So I don't know if that's something you've already been dealing with, or, you just need strength to get empowered and push through, because, obviously if there's been some lying and stuff, there's been some, something that's not been, of integrity somewhere, whatever that is. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's happening. I do see another 7 here at the bottom of the deck, which is the Chariot. And that is victory. And so somebody's gaining victory over some kind of deception, and you found the truth out, or, you're going to be finding the truth out. That's beautiful. Then this is self-control and willpower and favor and self-confidence, and being able to gain some kind of victory within this. Now, this is Cancerian energy, so you could have water in your chart. This is Moon and Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy together, and this is truth and travel and teaching and emotions and secrets itself. We're talking about Moon stuff, and if somebody getting the victory now over something or someone who has not been in integrity, or maybe that was you in the past, and you're getting victory over. That's beautiful. The whole agenda is to go after things that don't serve you and stop doing that kind of stuff, whether this is you or somebody else or represents somebody else, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, whatever the case is. That if you're just been dealing with that, obviously somebody gonna get some victory. There's 2 sevens coming out here, so we have a foundation card, what all this is about, or where it came from, or what's happening here in the foundation of that. We got a card for your love, what you work on, or what your actual employment work is and what's going on there. We have a central card. We have immediate future here. We also have your wishes concerning what's happening here and the future beyond the next 72 hours. I do like that there's victory here, but it's also a choice. Air is about your thinking, your words, your thoughts, what other people are saying. Who cares what they say? You just stand in your integrity, right? This is also about non-conforming to something as well, and hopefully not conforming to lies. In the deep, or the root, we do have the Queen of Air. So we have another bird showing up here. So there's been a lot of talking about a situation. Now, if you notice, she also has a mask on. Now, even though we got victory here, we've got 2 people here in pictures that have a mask on. And because the overall energy is the 7 of Swords, or somebody's not facing the truth, or somebody is whatever, then, something's happened in the past where somebody spoke something, obviously, and was their own wordsmith, because she can represent that in this deck. And she had some kind of ideas. She could represent anything from a boss to a divorcee or a single person who's never had children, childless, right? She's in the upright. She's loving but stern. She's independent. It could represent a mother. It could represent just somebody in a high authority and a mastery. Either they abuse their authority, or this represents somebody who stood up and could see that, they protected their own self as well in all uprightness. Because I also look at this in the upright, somebody who can, it's not that they're wearing a mask, but you don't just give it all away, because there are people out there that are like this. And that also came out in this morning's reading for the 24th of October as well, in one of those daily readings. So that's amazing that same kind of concept is coming out here. But we also have, in the foundation, the who, what, when, where, how bird. The owl itself can fly from a high perspective and turn its whole neck around and see from a different point of view itself. And so in the positive, if somebody was just not conforming to something and just not giving it all away because they knew how to cover themselves, right? Because you do have people out there that want to be lying, cheating, stealing, babbling people, then this energy is showing up as victorious energy. And for some of you, that is the case. And for some of you, it's the opposite. Okay. And so the Queen of Swords is there. I have to read it both ways because it's coming out both ways here. I want to see in the central. So yeah, there's been fighting. Another mask here. There's a change here occurring though, because it's a choice all day long, every day with the Chariot energy. 7 is a seeker of truth. And obviously somebody's been seeking truth. They've been wearing masks. And again, if you had 2 people that positive and negative that were wearing masks, but one was doing it to protect themselves, but not a liar, they just didn't give it all away. They could appear, some things can appear to be away and then they're not as well. And then some people can just look straight through you and have understanding and cut something away very shrewdly, right? In the look at all these birds. There's been a lot of gossip and stuff going on about situations here. Somebody really had to get focused. A lot of birds in a situation where, airy-like energy, earth signs are showing up, either you or them or all parties, or something's happened here. Slandering, fighting at all costs, not giving a rip about things. Well, no wonder the Queen of Swords had to show up here, those that were in the upright, and cut something away that is just not serving. Either that or they're in a debauchery of some kind, and they're just intelligent in their own mind, and they're very prideful, because this can be a very prideful energy as well. Look at all them birds. Like I said, birds can fly from a higher perspective, but if it's being abused, and people are slandering people, then that's not really purity or victory. Really, it's the opposite of something happening here. I don't like this energy, Earth signs. All Earth, or all air, except for the fire and water here with the moon energy as well. Fourth house Cancer, and then the ninth house Sagittarius energy as well. Something could happen on a trip, and somebody lied about something, or caused some kind of fighting and carrying on. And I pointed this out because this card also came out in this morning's reading, and it'll be down below. I'll make sure I put that down there. But these birds are flying down here. They're lower. This is a lower energy, seeing things from their perspective and keeping a mask on and fighting and not caring. This is I don't care. My ambition is unbridled and I don't care kind of stuff. I don't want to reconcile. I'm deceitful. I got hidden agendas. I'm dishonorable, and I don't care. And that's what that energy is. It's disgusting energy coming out here. Hopefully somebody is facing truth about something, because this is about truth with the moon energy, also deception with the moon, hidden things, and people are trying to hide their faces here. In the love, so it has something to do with the past, people being in nostalgia. We got water energy coming on here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the sun right now is in Scorpio, and we got Cancer also showing up there. And so if this is just love, and somebody wearing a mask, and somebody said a lot of things about somebody that you really were in love with, or something like that, but you hid it, and it had to do with somebody in your past, and you're just in nostalgia about it now, and now you're seeking some kind of truth and trying to gain some kind of strength and getting some kind of victory over something, because you have a higher mind. If you are this queen of air in the upright, know something, and you're in nostalgia about something, or will be, or this is already stuff that's been happening here. In your love, somebody's really needing forgiveness. This card represents forgiveness as well. Somebody from your past, whether it be family, because the moon energy itself can represent a family. It's the fourth house. It's about balancing out your emotions, and Jupiter energy is also about balancing. This Chariot card is about self-control. If somebody's not been self-controlling their thoughts and denying how they felt, or something happened, they're just feeling guilty, but they know that they can reach the higher mind of something and get balanced and stop this warring on the inside of their own mind and conflict, and get this higher state and be able to cut away things that don't serve them. And this could represent somebody coming back around that, then you need that forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself, whatever this is for you, earth signs. This emotional stuff happening here. This represents needing healing of the mind, really. If people got to show up with their mask on all the time and gossip and stuff, so people need healing in their mind. This energy here is nurturing energy. The 6 represents repairing something or having compassion. Okay, it's inspiration, and somebody needs inspiration here to get out of this toxic thoughts, and I got to put a mask on, and I got to get myself balanced, and I want victory for negative reasons. Well, you don't get this card if you're not going to face truth, because 7 is a seeker of truth, and you got a 7 here. So somebody's seeking truth, but hiding behind the truth as well for some of you. At work, so obviously the Hierophant deals with society, organization, institutions, the government, hospitals, and stuff like that. Maybe you work in a hospital, maybe you're related, whatever is being worked on is, because like I said, I take this position for your job or what's being worked on. What you could be working on your marriage. This represents marriages or partnerships. Okay. Your spirituality. This represents being spiritual, but practical. Okay, this is taurine energy here. This is about institutions of any kind. It's about your traditions, and if this is about just not conforming to something, because that card has a meaning of just, I'm not conforming. And somebody gonna fight till the end, they're not gonna conform, they're not gonna change, because this energy here can be stubborn as hell. All right. This is your morality and your ethics, but if there's been lies around you, or you've been doing it and somebody's having to stand up and fight because of that, and using their higher sense of knowledge and cutting things away from things that have been deceitful in the past, you cause the upright to have to stand and fight back, and somebody's been fighting here where, I don't care what the situation is. You could work in a bank for all I know, and this energy, if we're looking at your job and you work in the bank system or hospital or whatever, that is, your overall energy is a Seven of Swords. If there's some kind of deceit where your money is concerned and you're fighting for that because of something that happened in the past, or now you're getting victory over them, beautiful. You're healing something here. That is a kind of I don't know. I'm feeling both energies going both way very strongly. I feel like I'm talking to two groups of people. So obviously, I guess I am. What's happening in your future? So we've got 2 5s and 2 7s showing up here. And 5 is about a change. Either somebody is, just feeling really regretful about the past, and in nostalgia about it because they lied, or they lied to themselves, or somebody lied to them, got them into a place of just, I'm crying over spilt milk, and oh my God, I can't turn around. But this card represents you haven't lost everything. But face truth about whatever you're in nostalgia about, or somebody, the cross watcher, I don't know who I'm talking to, and turn around, and some of you are going to take this cup and get the victory. And some of y'all are going to sit in bitterness and cover your face and fight for the lie because people got pride in their heart. Okay? And that's what Spirit's saying for some of you, because that's the overall energy. I don't want to conform because I'm prideful and it makes me look bad, and I don't care. And that's exactly what that energy is about. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to wear my mask, and I don't care, and I'll spread these lies, and I'll just fly down here because I don't know how to really fly high. That's the energy that's coming here. And if somebody got their heart broke where marriage was concerned, we got 5. Actually, this is 5, 5, 5. That's devil-like energy. It's 15. Amazing. Because it's a big marriage card as well as if you're looking at your work, then your overall energy is still 7 swords. But there's also at the bottom of the deck as well, victory. It's a choice. There's a choice all day long. Secret truth. Somebody's seeking truth somewhere. Somebody knows that there's truth somewhere, and they're not giving up until the truth comes out, is what I heard Spirit say, because they're going to get victory in it, because truth will win out every time to set you free. And in the very near future, you have a choice to change something, because 5 is a change, to turn the hell around and know that you didn't lose everything. You or the cross watcher, whoever I'm talking to, okay? Sometimes you got to just be like the Queen of Swords and give a word and give a what for, and say, look, face it, take the mask off. Look from a different point of view. Turn your head completely around the other way and look in another direction, and there's still 2 cups there. That's what that represents. What are you hoping for? Well, to be tempted, hopefully you're hoping to get over this chained up Saturn-like self-enslavement energy, where some of you all are dealing with self-enslavement to sexual addictions. This is devil energy. I was just picking up on that 555, and I just said that. That's amazing to me. Some of you all are hoping to get over the chains and to break every chain. And, the Saturn energy deals with anything from bank systems, because it's also connected to the Hierophant energy itself. So whatever kind of loans or feeling just tied down in something or whatever this is, soulmate energy, you and I don't get to pick our soulmates. We've got family members that are in lower vibration as well, and they don't like certain things, or they've lied to you, or you've done it to them, or both parties have done it. And really hurt people. Somebody's really been hurt, caused some kind of war here, but there is victory here. Turn around. Don't give in to this. Your hopes is to literally get out of self-enslavement, sex addictions, lies, and truths, because there's both going on. There's both going on. And getting the victory of a thing here. Getting out of the restraints, getting out of the seductions, getting out of any kind of addictions. That's a really nice energy to hope that you get out of. This energy also came up in the fire sign reading. In their immediate future was being tempted. And so you guys are hoping to get out of temptation. Hopefully you guys aren't hoping to tempt someone. That's disgusting behavior. Anyway, but we do have weirdos out there in the earth. Look at all these birds. My God, in the very near future, you're either going to get out of the anxiety, you're going to get out of the despair, or you're going to give into that temptation and continue to give into it. Look at all these birds. Look at all of the freaking birds showing up. And even the Hierophant itself got wings. Amazing. Amazing. That's a lot of thoughts in the mind going on here. And lies. So lies are the truth. What do you want? You want fighting, or do you want to get out of despair? This is amazing. This is an earth reading, and we got all kinds of air coming out here. So obviously you guys either have a lot of air in your chart, or you're dealing with an air sign, or you're just being really airy right now in your thoughts for whatever reason, why all this stuff is coming out. But this is anxiety and trauma and needing to overcome this stuff. And some of you all are going to overcome it, and you're going to get the victory. Because this is also having to focus with the mind as well as the higher mind. Somebody needs the higher mind of something here. My goodness sakes. This like birds are circling around the mind here. And there's a lot of heartache here. And there's a lot of nostalgia going on. There's fighting. There's deception happening. But yeah, we got a victory card here. It's a choice. And this is a testing with that energy, earth signs. What's the 9 of Airs, please, for the outcome? Jeez. If you're going through divorce, or you're dealing with an ex or something like that, because if you look at this, the Hierophant, I thought I seen, it almost looked like the Hierophant was making an X with the arm itself. Well, I guess you could find an X there. And some of you all could be dealing with X issues and legalities and stuff like that. We just came out of the Libra season itself. A 7 is the 7th house. That is Libra energy. So we could, liken that to the justice system and stuff like that. Whatever that is, this card for your outcome and birds still circling around, that's anxiety. And somebody's just like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Some of you all are going to be able to take that mask off though. But she still does have wings right there. I don't know if that's focusing very well. Flying in the mind. Or somebody around you. Even the Chariot card has the a mask on. But like I said, some people, you could show up looking that way, but you're not having a mask on either. It could appear to be that way. For some of you all, it's just non-conforming to something really big. It's something that happened in the past and you don't care. And some people fight for a lie, and other people are, I'm not conforming to that lie and I'll fight you back as well. And it's got somebody up in the mind here. What's this 9 of air? A 9 represents global awareness. Okay, I just want to point that out. It's a co-creating energy there. Okay, whatever that means for somebody and whatever that's coming out. But 9 does mean a global awareness, which means something is very much known here. And when we're talking Jupiter energy also, that's inevitable fate happening globally for some of you all. Your overall energy or your foundation is somebody who sits in authority here. Somebody who is a high ranking in something. Okay, so if we're talking globally, something's very huge going on. Saturn rules the world, right? The world card. It's about travel. It's about your performance, also about victory. But you have to pass a test. It's got a big old large full of, some of it, this stuff is about money issues. Okay? There's a big chest of money because that's everything in this realm. But I just want to point that out. 9 is also an inspirational number, and if somebody's having a hard time with being inspirational or giving way to being inspirational for whatever reason, or I don't even know why I'm saying that, but that messages. This also came out in I wanted to say it was the water reading, but we also had messages come out in one of the other element readings as well. Somebody's in their mind about sending messages because they've lied to themselves about the way they feel, about the truth, about the past, and they're in regret about it. For some of you, for whoever that energy is about, and they're really in their mind about it, and they want success, and they've been fighting their own mind. For some of you, this is just your own mind. You've been fighting back and forth in your own. There's a lot of thoughts going on here. And some of you, it is involving marriage situations or organizational, situations. Somebody really been in their mind about sending a message or turning around and seeing that not everything is lost here. Feeling guilty about stuff. This feeling guilty. This could be feeling guilty. That could be feeling guilty. That energy of that card could represent that. Sending the message. Just do it. Heal a situation, man. Whoever this for, because there's victory here. The Spirit's saying there's victory here for you. There's victory here for you. This is nice, sweet, gentle, idealistic messages, or somebody's doing this towards you, Earth sign. Something is happening here. Water is about the emotions, and the air is about your thoughts, and somebody is really conflicted with their emotions and their thoughts, but feeling regretful and can't get out of the past. And there's a lot of gossip and just a lot of birds showing, a lot of chit-chattering that either did happen and now somebody's just feeling regretful about it. And for some of you, that is the case. I want to take one on this 5 of earth or air. What's the 5 of swords here about? What was the deception or the guilt or the past? What is it? The Empress is coming up here. Something that was produced. Some of you, it was family, because we've got the moon within the Chariot card that rules over the 4th house of Cancer, and that also represents the mother, and we've got the mother, another mother energy coming up here. Somebody who's artistic or something that was created or produced. She also represents the truth. She's got the scales of Libra within her. It's a public figure for some of you. For some of you, it was business situations, negotiations, and things like that were made. Baby mama issues, but there's victory here. There's victory here. Whatever all this means for you, Earth signs, this was coming out for you all. I hope you all really can. I don't know who I'm talking to. Whoever is really having a hard time facing truth or getting out of guiltiness or whatever's happened, there's victory here. Truth will set you free. I say it all the time, and sometimes it's really hard to look in the mirror and face the truth, but that's the only way you're going to be able to break free from whatever all this stuff is for whoever this has been for. All right, guys, hire me because I need a read for you, and everything is down below. Email me at apextarot_apurespirit@yahoo.com, and I sure appreciate it. Shalom. Good luck to you.